was so different from my taboo that I have some questions. Moin Leute und herzlich willkommen zu diesem neuen Videoblog hier auf meinem YouTube-Kanal. Ich hoffe, ihr seid gut drauf. Ich bin mega gut drauf, denn heute steht so einiges an. Allerdings relativ spontan. Und zwar wisst ihr ja, dass ich das letzte Jahr sogar ein bisschen länger auf Tabu-Boards unterwegs war. Und die Zusammenarbeit findet so langsam zu einem Ende. Und zurzeit gibt es ziemlich hohen Besuch hier in Tarifa. Und zwar von Arnon Dagans. Euch kennen den bestimmt vom PWA schauen, ist einer der besten PWA-Fahrer, die es so gibt auf diesem Planeten. Und der Dude hat eine eigene Boardmarke gegründet und die Boardmarke heißt Futurefly. Und höchstwahrscheinlich, was heißt höchstwahrscheinlich, im Prinzip wird es so sein, werde ich dieses Jahr Futurefly Boards fahren. Und ich persönlich stand aber noch nie drauf, weil ich meine Boards erst im April bekomme. Aber Arnon hat gesagt, ich kann gerne mal seine persönlichen Boards ausprobieren. Das Auto von Arnon haben wir auf jeden Fall schon mal gefunden, jetzt fehlt nur noch Arnon und dann steht dem Ganzen, sage ich mal, eigentlich nichts mehr im Wege. Ich habe gerade Arnon gesucht, aber leider nicht gefunden. Ich hoffe, der taucht später dann noch auf. Passt auf, die Heckklappe ist scheinbar ein bisschen kaputt. Und ja, jetzt suchen wir erstmal unseren Kram hier raus und dann geht das gleich los. 7.0, das erste Mal, seit ich hier in Tarifa bin. Voll nice. Höchstwahrscheinlich fahre ich jetzt doch erstmal das Tabu-Board, weil Arnon draußen ist und am Trainieren. Wie gesagt, werde ich ja mit den Boards von Arnon fahren, deswegen müssen wir kurz warten. Aber ich glaube, das ist ganz geil, weil dann haben wir einen direkten Vergleich zwischen den beiden Boards. Und so wie ich das verstanden habe, gibt es da auf jeden Fall ordentliche Unterschiede. Tabu gefahren. Das war ganz nice, aber Wind geht irgendwie ein bisschen runter und es ist ultra choppig. Und ich habe von den Futurefly-Dingern leider nur das kleine Board bekommen und ich bin mal gespannt, ob das jetzt gleich funktioniert. Weil Medium und 7.0 war schon unteres Limit für mich. Aber naja, Shorebreak ist auf jeden Fall ziemlich gefährlich. Ich glaube, ich bin prädestiniert dafür, heute irgendwas kaputt zu machen. Wenn das nicht passieren sollte, dann bin ich natürlich sehr dankbar. Ich glaube, wir gehen jetzt mal einmal runter zum Strand und ich zeige euch das Futurefly Board. Ist noch vom letzten Jahr, aber ist wie gesagt nur zum Testen, mal so einen ersten Eindruck bekommen. Und ja Mann, let's go! Leute! Okay, Friends, das war das Futurefly Board. Das Futurefly Board ist noch von letztem Jahr. Die neuen Boards sehen ein bisschen anders aus. Die haben neue Futures, die haben neue Features und das werden wir euch aber nachher zeigen. Arnon ist auch wie gesagt noch hier. Der wird auch ein kleines Interview geben und ein bisschen was dazu erzählen vielleicht und die Unterschiede zeigen und sowas. Ja, aber ich fahre jetzt auf jeden Fall noch mal mit dem hier. Das ist jetzt schon unten am Strand. Und ja, Mann, ich muss auf jeden Fall sagen, rein optisch gesehen sind es die schönsten Boards, die es, glaube ich, aktuell gibt auf dem Markt. Die könnt mich gerne korrigieren. Was heißt korrigieren, ist ja Meinungssache, ne? Fuck, Alter, sehen die aggressiv aus. Einfach wie ein Ferrari-Rennauto. Mega nice. Und ja Mann, ich gehe jetzt raus, probiere das Ganze mal aus mit 7.0. Wie ihr hier seht, ich glaube allerdings, dass es zu klein sein wird, aber nichtsdestotrotz, ein bisschen Action ist auf jeden Fall nice. Und danach gibt es dann auf jeden Fall noch einen kleinen Talk mit Arnon und er erzählt ein bisschen was dazu. Und ja Mann, die nächsten Tage wird es auf jeden Fall hoffentlich weiter Action geben, dann auch weiter mit Futurefly Boards, blablablub. Und ja Mann, wenn euch das Video bis hierhin gefallen hat, gebt mir gerne einen Daumen nach oben, abonniert diesen Kanal und ich würde mal sagen, wir sehen uns im Action-Clip.
Yeah. Raising the Tobagos, we growing like fresh tomatoes. Them boys on fire, too fuego. We pass it round, hot potato. Everything is nuevo. I'm with my sweetie like Quavo. Need my cheese, need that queso. Need my bread, need that bankroll. Wake up, yes Lord, I'm thankful. Another day on my schedule. Steady blocking the devil. I tell a hater, God bless you. Cherish moments that special. You gotta keep the memento. If you love me, then I love you, and I could never forget you. Some memories don't fade. Sometimes you miss the old days, but nothing change less you change. What's around you, how you think, how you live, how you speak, how you walk, how you blink, how you talk, how you teach, how you reach, let it sink. What's your purpose, what's your passion, did it pay, what's your play, is it play, on a plane, how'd you play, I'm just playing. What's your purpose, what's your passion, did it pay, what's your play, is it play, on a plane, how'd you play, I'm just playing. A beat by Joby, feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi, cause I'm a star and they can't hold me like I'm Kobe in the fourth. Yeah, nothing is ever forced, we headed straight to the source. No middleman, little man, let me show you if you was lost. It's a couple college courses, but I ain't finished that shit. Been chasing dreams since 17, so yeah, I've been on my shit. Yeah, we loaded up the vault and had to empty the clip. Remember days we wasn't paid and had to roll up the clips. Now the herbs be extra strong and they come in a zip. People say we taking long, but we ain't rushing with shit. Put the plans in God's hands and he gon' bless us with riches.
So Leute, wir sind jetzt hier wieder an Land und was wir hier liegen haben, sind zwei Futurefly Boards. Einmal das, was ich gerade gefahren bin und einmal das, was ich hoffentlich die nächsten Tage fahre. Und mein altes Tabu-Board. Und behind the camera we have Arnon. You want to join? Arnon, how are you?
Fantastic.
The German audience. Hola Germany. Okay, so I don't really know how to start, but I'm on the Futurefly team for this year.
Yes.
And I had the opportunity to try the board from last year today because I was super stoked how the boards looked, and I was like, Arnon, please let me try one. And they were like, okay, take my old one. And it was so different from my Taboo that I have some questions. So first, they look super nice, and then I stood on them and I was like, well, all small boards are nice in some way. I don't think there's any brand that makes bad boards, but there were some differences, and the first difference I noticed was that the board feels super stiff in a very positive way, because it's nothing against Taboo, the boards are super great, but when I step on my Taboo it feels a bit soft, the deck, you know, and you know, sometimes they're like, I don't know how you call it, but
Dent.
Yeah,
It
dents.
dent a little bit.
Yeah, they dent a little bit, and they were so stiff, and I felt like I can, like, you know, go full power on the board. What's different?
The way that they are built are different. Most boards today are built in the Cobra factory, as most people know, in Thailand. These boards are made in we call it a boutique factory in Vietnam,
Okay.
a kinetic factory.
Ah,
And the construction is very, very different,
okay.
and that allows the board to be much stronger than almost any other boards on the market, but still keep a very light weight. So we are really proud about this construction way.
Okay. And is it more carbon, or like what is it? Because all the pro slalom boards are carbon, I think.
Yeah,
I just don't understand. You know?
The way it is a combination of a few things. First of all, a very precise way of building, like a molding system.
Okay.
That it's of course one of the secrets of the factory. And then one other thing is that the core, the form of the boards are very, very light, yet very, very strong. So in this factory they are able to make to use a lighter form,
Okay.
which is in comparison the same strength or even stronger than other factories' foam,
Okay.
but still very light.
Okay.
And then it allows us to put much more layers of carbon on top of that foam.
So it's more carbon.
So it's more carbon, it's more materials, and it's more compressed. So a combination of a great molding system and better materials. Simple as that.
It's really crazy, guys, because you can actually feel it. You know, normally, like I came from Patrick, I was on Nova, then Taboo, and it all felt kind of the same. And then you're like, and it feels like a rock, you know. Like a light rock, of course.
Yeah.
like a hollow rock.
Yeah.
No, and then the next thing I noticed is that the top of the board on the Taboo is like really, how you say, narrow? No.
Narrow,
Like an arrow, and this is round, and it's a bit shorter. And then also the board, when I was racing, it was the first time I didn't have the perfect mast foot position and stuff, but it felt more easy to ride.
So, yeah, actually, you tried the old board. I think this old board is about 3 cm shorter than the Taboo. We are talking small boards now.
Yeah.
Small boards in general, over the past years, most companies make it quite long because
True.
yeah, most companies make them quite long because there is a way of thinking that the board has to be a little bit longer to go over the top in very strong winds and waves.
Yeah.
We slowly took it shorter and we corrected the rocker lines and the shape, the bottom shapes to try to use a smaller board and a shorter board because we felt that we don't need, you know, you look at the nose and you don't want it there.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you don't want the board to touch on the nose, you know. So we worked
I did that sometime today, by the way.
Yeah. So we worked a lot on that. Actually, the new board is even much shorter than the board that you tried today.
Yeah.
So if we had it's 230 of last year's board, this board is already 226.
Okay.
And it feels so compact and so much easier to ride, you know.
Than the one I tried today.
Way easier to ride. Like
oh, it's so different. I see now.
yeah, it's very different.
Even in the middle.
Yeah, it's a very different board. We took it to very different direction. The old board was a very, very fast board, but it was, let's say for PWA, real hardcore conditions.
Yeah.
It was a little bit hard to jibe it. It was still very easy. You saw that the board is very easy.
Yeah.
But we wanted a little bit extra in the jibing, and we wanted the rider to feel at home, you know, like that he doesn't need to think about the board at all and it just goes.
Yeah, that's what I want.
So this board is a little bit rounder. It has a very, very, let's say, consistent volume distribution.
Yeah,
so
I
it
see.
doesn't have this weird concave on the top, like you say. See on the.
Why? What is the concave for? Or what is it for when you don't have it?
The concave normally should be for control and to put the base of the mast lower.
Okay.
And it perceives to be like something that has more control. But we kind of found a way to get even more control without it.
Okay.
Like, and it also allowed us to make the volume distribution very, very clean. So the board doesn't go from thin to fat, from fat to thin. It's just like a very clean, consistent, constant, beautiful classic shape.
Man, it looks so clean. Incredible.
Then on top of it, we added some other features. You know, people like the double plug foot straps. They complain that the foot straps are twisting, so now we have the double plugs. Okay, it's annoying to put the screws every time. But for a person that has his foot straps all the time on the board, he really likes it because it's not twisting.
I had that on Nova 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The foot straps went like completely on the inside.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
couldn't get the foot out anymore.
Exactly, a lot of people asked for that. We had it also last year on our boards, and people asked to change it, and we did that.
Yeah.
And I have to say, it's really, really comfortable.
Yeah, I see. It's also a difference to the Taboo. They also don't have it.
Another thing is the Gore-Tex vent plug. But basically, the days of unscrewing the plug and screwing the plug and screwing it in the airplanes, not in the airplanes, hot weather, cold weather, this is all over.
Now I understand what you're talking about.
It's all automatic, you don't need to touch it.
Yeah.
It's less hassle and it's beautiful, and that's it.
Yeah, I noticed they look completely different.
Yeah.
I once forgot to put it in before going out. Wasn't so great.
Yeah, I did that. We all did that. We all did that.
Yeah.
Other boards don't have. For example, here on the bottom of the board, you have like 3 PVC stringers. So the bottom of the board, which like let's say from here and back, this is the area where we ride.
Yeah.
It's really important to be accurate and straight. And like after a while, like for example in a choppy day like that, some boards are twisting, some boards are getting twisted. This board can never get twisted due to these stringers here in the back. You can even jump it and it will be stronger than most racing boards.
Okay.
And it will never twist. Yeah. And the last thing is
my professional touch.
Yeah. And the last thing is the finish. You can clearly see the finish of this factory.
Yeah, that's what I noticed first.
Yeah, you notice it straight away. Everybody that sees the board, they notice it straight away.
It's crazy. Ihr müsst das echt mal euch in echt irgendwie anschauen, wenn ihr die Möglichkeit dazu habt. Es ist so krass, wie diese Dinger aussehen. Und es sieht so anders aus, dass it's glittering in the sun, even, you know?
You can. I don't know if you can catch it on camera, but
yeah, I will film it soon.
Thank you.
Awesome. And one more question. You're gonna stay here a bit longer, no?
Yes, I came here for training to get ready for the season, and yeah.
How long? 1 or 2 weeks?
Yeah, something like this.
Because I think my audience is very keen on seeing a bit more of you, and maybe we could do some tutorials on how to get faster, do some better dives and stuff.
Yeah, I will be more than happy.
If you're down.
Of course.
That's it from us in Tarifa. Bye bye. Ja, Mann, ich hoffe, das Video hat euch gefallen, Leute. Haut gerne rein und ja, kleines Dankeschön natürlich auch noch an meine Freundin. Danke fürs Filmen. Danke.